Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy TriniFX back with another trading recap. This one's gonna be quick. Today's trading session, if I thought yesterday was bad, today was horrible, at least in the morning, when I'm making this video. So as we can see, we're still within this higher time frame dealing range. We're just hovering around equilibrium of the range. Yesterday we traded into this 4 hour and traded into this bullish 4 hour as well. So my draw was this sell side liquidity here. So we see yesterday's low was taken. If I drop to a 1 hour time frame, we can see it better. What is this from since yesterday? This is just like a barcode, you know. So we had midnight open. This is yesterday's low. Price traded lower and the 9 o'clock candle took sell side liquidity and began to run higher. So when I drop to the 15-minute time frame, I'm looking at, okay, these highs look too clean, right? So this is Asia and London, relative equal highs. We also had the same higher time frame fair value gaps here, and we had this low that I wanted to get taken. So I can take this off because this sell side was purged. So 9:30 open. And what did price do? Keep it in mind, I had this 15-minute fair value gap marked off here. Because if price was to go lower, I would have preferred price to run higher into that bullish fair value gap and take price lower on the initial run. So let's see what really transpired this morning on market open. All right. So market open, price dipped back down into the 4 hour bullish fair value gap. And instead of taking out the low and running the highs, price actually came down, ran up into my 15-minute bearish fair value gap. So even if I wanted guys to take a long, I'm sure some people saw this as a shift in market structure. Price came down, tapped the 4 hour. We had this displacement candle breaking above these highs. Because initially my bias was bearish and we were tapping into a 15-minute bearish fair value gap because we're on the 1 minute time frame here. So we need to consider these things. So I waited to see how price would have reacted at this bearish 15-minute fair value gap. We saw price hit it, couldn't break through, and then began to trade lower. On the retracement, if we did see intermediate term high being broken on this side, I may have taken a long. So what I was actually waiting for was a confirmation entry. Instead of going long immediately here, I was waiting for this candle to trade into this larger 1 minute fair value gap and then this bullish candle to trade above it. If that took place, I would have taken an entry. So I waited. Price ran up, ran down, traded back into this bearish 1 minute fair value gap. So this is what I would have considered an intermediate term high. It traded here, rebalancing this bearish 1 minute gap and traded lower. And then we had a displacement higher. So this was looking good. But because price was trading up and down, I still waited for a confirmation entry. So when price came into this 1 minute fair value gap here, I still wanted to see it hit it and price to show some willingness to trade higher. That never happened. So I went to the 5 minute because sometimes, you know, we need to zoom out instead of being on the 1 minute time frame so frequently. I was looking to see what other bearish PD arrays formed. So I saw this 5 minute gap here forming, or was formed when so it traded lower and it gave us that bearish fair value gap at that time. So what was I looking for? Even before this structure took place here, price traded up and I was looking for it to trade lower. Price did not quite get to it, traded lower, and then broke it. So I waited. Came down, price ran up, couldn't break back through this 5-minute fair value gap here, and price just began to chop on this 1-minute chart. So this looked like accumulation to me. So if I mark off this as an accumulation, and we're looking for, the power of 3. So this would have been the accumulation. I saw price run down. It did grab the stop, took these stops as well, and then price displaced higher. So we had the accumulation. I would have considered this leg my manipulation. Let me just change that color. Manipulation leg here, going down. And so now I was awaiting a distribution leg. So initially, I saw this 1-minute fair value gap formed, and I was waiting to see price trade down into it. Now, because price was this choppy in the morning session, if you zoom out, you would see that price, New York was just very choppy, right? So I was even more patient. Accumulated, it manipulated, and let's see if we can get a distribution leg. So when I saw price trade down into this fair value gap here on that candle, I wanted to see a confirmation entry, price breaking above the candle's high. We got it ever so slight there. So I took an entry there, and I'll show you my trade execution. I took an entry there, got stopped out. When price came here, it came back down, it stopped me out. I took another entry somewhere here when price was trading higher, because if you look carefully, this is also another 1-minute fair value gap. So now I'm seeing bullish PDRAs being respected on a 1-minute time frame. It held here, came back down, held here. When price was trading away, I took an entry. Price then retraced, stopped me out. So now I zoom back out to see, all right, what is going on? Price did form this bullish 5-minute fair value gap here, which was, we had the 1-minute nested inside of there. So things were looking good for price to continue higher. Price never reached inside this 5-minute bullish fair value gap. What it did do, it respected this. So this was the 5-minute gap here. It ran, came back down, formed this 5-minute gap, inversed it, came back down, so we could see resistance. It found some resistance there, rallied down in the manipulation, and then it broke above it and started to find support. So when I saw it found support, couldn't get down into this 5-minute bullish fair value gap, then I'm telling myself, okay, momentum has switched. The algo is now seeking the buy side liquidity, which was these highs here, Asia and London, which was these highs. Because initially this looked good in the morning, right? So it was either I wanted price to take these highs or take the low first. It took the low first. So I took my third entry. Now guys, these were all scalps because of how the movement was in the morning time. Once price traded into it, respected consequent encroachment of the 5-minute fair value gap, and I saw this big displacement, I took my entry here, and I was monitoring ES as well. When ES took their today's highs, that's when I exited the trade. Yes, it ran for a little more, but I took my profit there. So all in all, today was more of a quick scalping day, in and out. Just price was a bit choppy. We didn't have news today. Tomorrow we do have red folder news, so I'm looking for tomorrow's price action to be a little cleaner. So let me just pull up the execution so I can show you. This was the first execution when it traded down into the 1-minute bullish fair value gap. after running the low, we can see the accumulation, manipulation, and it started to distribute. So when it hit here, I was waiting for the confirmation entry. I took it there. Price didn't close, but the candle was bullish when I took the entry here. Ran up. When I saw it retracing, I moved my stop to break even, got stopped out. This was the 5-minute fair value gap that got inversed many times, but we saw resistance being held here. So when I saw it flip and it started to find some support at this level, it gave me confidence to take a third entry. This was the second one. Stop entered here. Price began to rally, move my stops to break even, got stopped out. So this entry, I should have held it even more. But as I said, once ES took the highs, I exited the trade, and we could see price ultimately ran higher. All in all, today was not a good trading day, at least in the morning. Hopefully tomorrow price action is a little cleaner, so we can see some better moves. But we'll take price as price. We'll take whatever price gives us. So guys, I hope you found some value in this trading recap. Please like, subscribe, share the videos. If you're on your journey like I am, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment, and until we talk again tomorrow, stay safe, guys. Bye-bye.